Okay, got everything all cleaned up now. And there's all the cutting, all after it's all cleaned. All the chips are out of there. Nice and tidy. Okay, now I'm going to have to go ahead and put all this together. So we're going to install our seals. You got to make sure you put your collars on before the seal goes on, because you can't put the seal on after the collar's on. Kind of important. See, unlike an Evo or twin cam, you can't put this on after the fact. See, it sits on top of it like that. It's actually supposed to be a little bit above the top of it. Ideally, it should be about this high off the surface. So we'll see how that all works out. And we got small ones and big ones, because intakes are smaller than exhaust. We got two different seals. Alright. So get everything all cleaned up. Okay. So I take a little Loctite sleeve retainer. I put that on the outside of the valve guide. About that much, enough for 4. So this will seal it, and also Loctite the seal to the stem, or to the valve guide in this case. We do not want this inside the valve guide hole, so wipe off the top if you get some on there. If it goes inside the stem hole, the valve guide hole, you will have a stuck valve. That is not what you want. Just have a little left, see? See, no dripping Loctite anywhere. You need a film on there, not a big thick layer of it. See, got a film on my finger too. Too much of stuff is not good. Some people don't understand that. Okay, so these are assembly lube. So this is our front exhaust. Nice layer on there. Once again, it's not totally dripping, but it is completely covered. Okay, that's the rear. Front one's over here. Work the oil in there a little bit. Always rotate the valve as it goes in, and then I slide it back and forth to make sure it's well lubed. You don't want a dry spot in there. Dry spots in your valves turns into stuck valves. Stuck valves are not good for your motor. So you stick it in here like this. Just kind of rotate as it goes in. Go back and forth. I rotate a little bit each time I do it. Just like lapping compound, you go in and out and rotate every time you go around. Come on, Scooby. Scooby's wanting attention. What are you doing, Scooby? He's stuck. The tripod's blocking his path. Oh, he had to walk over it. Oh well. Scooby wants to go home and get dinner. He didn't like that 3 o'clock one thing last night. He was pretty pissed when I got home at 3:30, so. Oh well. Some people work to get up early in the day at work, right? Well, in my case, just work all night. Same difference. Okay, so now we got lubricant on our valve guides, and we got lubricant on our valve stems. 2 different lubricants. Actually, one's a sealer, one's a lube. Close enough. Okay, this is our rear one. So the rear intake had the little shim washer, the sift-in washer. We have the lower collar. Then we take the On the intake, so we take the one with a small hole. So you gotta make sure you get these all laid out correctly. Identify which ones are which. So one small, one's big. These all look big. No, that's small. They just look bigger than the last one. So the exhaust, these are intakes. We're doing the intake. So what I do is I push the seal in. You kind of wiggle a little bit like that as it goes over the stem, and it shoves in. Put a little bit of pressure on it. Just kind of rotate around like this a little bit. Pops past the outer valve guide, and I get over the sharp edge on the inside. Same thing. Pops down. Those stupid ass plastic sleeve things never work for me. All I do is wad up in there and don't help. So if you just wiggle around like I do this way, it does not hurt the seal. Oh, that hurt the seal though. See, I forgot to do something, didn't I? That seal is no longer any value. Don't talk while you're working. Good thing I got more of those, huh? Alright. Don't do that stunt. That's not a good way to do it. Okay, so what do I do here? I'm mixing up my parts. Exhaust. There you go. Wiggle, wiggle, goes on. That's our rear head. Front head, we use front parts. Exhaust. Exhaust is the first one in line there. Big stem hole. Same deal, wiggle around a little bit. Boom. Okay, if you lay the exhaust port over the edge of the bench, you don't break it off when you beat on it with a hammer. See how it sits flat? Boom, nice and simple. Okay, valve guide installation tool, homemade. Works good. Seal actually fits in there like it's supposed to, unlike some of the other tools. You either use plastic or you use steel. You can hear the difference in steel. Plastic is hard to hear that. When the seal bottoms out, quit pushing on it. Make sure it does not rotate and it works freely. If the seal rotates on the guide, pull it off, get another one. You've screwed it up. Now if you push the seal in too hard, too fast, it'll overexpand and it won't come back as far. Because what you're doing is you have to push it over the guide and then it kind of squeezes back on it. If you hit it too hard, it doesn't do that. Okay, those are nice and snug. That's how it looks. See the collar clamps we got on here? So that means it lets the oil drain out from the seal, so it doesn't just suck oil up the seal, like if you had that in the hole. So that's what you want, a little bit of clearance on all these. And what we should see is clearance above here. And we are not getting our 430, that's for sure. I'm getting 400. Measurements are off somewhere. Got it on this one. So this exhaust is not there. And that was all the way down. It is all the way down. Yeah, it's about 390. Intake is good. So I wonder why that's different. Let's see what this one does. tight. We're good, 430. You can see the number. It's not a lot of extra clearance. Those two are good. So why is this one higher? Yeah, it's just higher than all the other ones. Quite a bit higher. Seal's different. Who knows? Something's different. Seal pullers. Numbers all look good. Something's different. About 412 on the overall height, same as all the other ones are. 418 was the highest one. These are measuring fine. Don't know. Something's different. Got Scooby. Definitely a little different. For some reason this valve's a little bit less height than all the other ones. They all measured the same earlier. They were about 525. So I'll put you around 400 with a seal. About the same, 390. So it wasn't a seal. Must be the guide. I mean, the stem just must have more of a cut on it. Must have more of a chamfer or something on the edge here, I guess. I don't know. Something's different. It's not acceptable. It's got 2 extra seals now. Okay, I'm going to go cut that guide a little shorter, clean all this up, and we'll be back. We'll get our clearance one way or the other.